What do you look for when you're assessing these different types of technologies to recommend or share with your policyholders then?
Sure. So there's a few things that we look for as we lean into these solutions that help predict and prevent damage for our members. And obviously the goal is to find devices that are most effective in identifying potential issues early or in helping to mitigate them. It's also really important for the solution to be very simple and intuitive for our customers, because ultimately we're relying on them to actually install the devices and then pay attention to their apps and take action when there is an alert and respond to that. And then a little bit to your point, we love products and partners who share similar values around our mission to protect and care for our customers, but who really also offer that tangible value and engagement opportunity with the customer well beyond sort of that point of a claim. So maybe just to put that and bring that to life, I'd highlight a couple of our partners who do this exceptionally well. So the first is with our LeakBot devices. LeakBot uses one simple sort of clip-on device. You put that on your main water line, and it monitors your whole water use, and it identifies leaks before they turn into a bigger loss. And it's really easy to install. And then if there's any issues identified, they have a help desk that the customer can call in. And if they still can't resolve it on their own, they will actually send out a licensed plumber to help, and the first $250 of any repair is covered. And Ting
Wow.
is also, yeah, really, it's wow. And and Ting is also a very simple device. You just plug it
Mhm.
into any outlet in your home. It measures electrical current to identify abnormalities before they turn into a dangerous fire. And they also have a phenomenal customer support team, a network of electricians who'll come out and help diagnose and fix any issues with $1,000 worth of repairs included in their support model. So again, we look for simplicity, effectiveness, and then differentiated value and care for our mutual customers.
You're right, because if they don't use it, it makes a big difference. I have some water sensors throughout my house, and I remember coming home, I'd been away for a day or 2, and I heard this noise, and I was like, "What is that?" And I was surprised that and fortunately, it was outside where my HVAC system was, but there was water there, and so immediately it alerted me, and I could address the issue before it became anything, became much more serious. So, given that, what is the number one risk in a home, and are there technologies available to help mitigate it then?
Yeah, so I'd say there's a couple of notable risks that we focus
Okay.
on, especially because they're preventable. So
Mhm.
water damage actually accounts for about a third of all personal lines claims, with an average repair cost of around $12,000. And I can tell you from my personal experience, unfortunately, I experienced a water damage issue with a burst pipe, and it was well above that by the time you consider the damage to the drywall, the flooring, the furniture that gets destroyed. And then the second is fire losses. So those occur at a lower frequency, but they are the costliest homeowner claims, averaging over $80,000 in repair costs. And those are really like the biggest proportion of our
Mhm.
large losses on the property side.
Mhm.
Now, obviously, homeowners insurance is designed to be there and to help you recover from these things when they do occur. But ultimately, we want to go beyond that and provide peace of mind and help our members actually avoid that disruption, that potential loss of irreplaceable keepsakes, of course, the safety concerns that are associated with these events. And yet it's interesting because when you look at smart home device usage, homeowners are generally overlooking those products that could provide the most preventative benefits. So, a recent survey with homeowners showed us that only 19% of people have a smart home that monitors for water flows and leaks in their home. Only 15% have a smart sensor to monitor for electrical fire hazards, and 13 have a water shutoff device. So these are the devices that can actually save you the most in terms of the most common and the most costly damages. And yet, less than a quarter of homeowners are using them. So that's where we see really great opportunity.
Mhm.